The salty breeze of the Kralian Sea brushed against Aric's face as he tightened the ropes on the sailboat. The tiny island of Morara loomed on the horizon, its legendary treasure hidden somewhere within its dense jungle. Aric's heart pounded with a mix of excitement and fear. This treasure had cost him everything. Beside him, Captain Lysandra, with her flame-red hair and eyes as sharp as daggers, scanned the horizon. She was renowned for her fearless spirit and cunning mind. "We're close," she said, her voice steady despite the churning sea. "Remember, Aric, the Jewel of Talis isn't just any gem. It's said to control the tides themselves." "I know," Aric replied, clutching the map in his hand. It was an heirloom from his grandfather, who had vanished searching for the same treasure. "It's my family's legacy." As they approached the island, a sudden, ominous rumbling echoed from the jungle. "What was that?" Aric asked, gripping the hilt of his sword. "Welcome to Morara," Lysandra said, a hint of a smile playing on her lips. "The island isn't going to give up its treasure without a fight." They disembarked and ventured into the jungle, the air thick with humidity and the scent of exotic flowers. Hours passed as they hacked through vines and underbrush. Suddenly, the ground beneath them quaked violently, sending birds screeching into the sky. Aric stumbled, catching himself on a tree. "An earthquake?" "More like a warning," Lysandra said, pulling him to his feet. "We're getting close." Finally, they reached a clearing dominated by an ancient stone temple. Its entrance was guarded by intricate carvings of mythical sea creatures. Aric's eyes widened. "This is it," he whispered. "Yes, but we're not alone," Lysandra warned, nodding towards the tree-line. Shadows moved, revealing a group of pirates led by the infamous Blackbeard Korvin, a rival treasure hunter. His presence turned the quest deadly serious. Well, Korvin sneered, his scarred face twisted in a cruel grin. "Looks like we have competition." "Back off, Korvin," Lysandra growled, stepping forward. "This treasure is ours." Korvin laughed darkly. "Over my dead body." A fierce battle ensued, swords clashing and fists flying. Aric fought with all his might, his mind focused on his grandfather's legacy. Amidst the chaos, he and Lysandra managed to break through and enter the temple. Inside, the air was cool and musty. They navigated through traps and puzzles, each step closer to the treasure. At last, they reached the central chamber where the Jewel of Talis glowed atop a pedestal. Aric approached it, his breath catching. "It's beautiful." "Careful," Lysandra warned. "The legends say it has a mind of its own." He reached out, and as his fingers touched the jewel, the temple began to shake violently. The walls cracked, and a deep voice echoed through the chamber. "Who dares awaken the power of Talis?" Aric's heart raced. "I do. Aric of the Talis clan. I seek to restore my family's honor." The shaking ceased, and the voice softened. "Your courage is noted, Aric of Talis. The jewel is yours. Use it wisely." As Aric held the jewel, a warmth spread through him. The temple's shaking stopped, and a sense of calm filled the air. He turned to Lysandra, who smiled proudly. "You did it, Aric," she said. "Now, let's get out of here before Korvin recovers." They hurried out of the temple, the treasure securely in Aric's pack. Back on their sailboat, with the Jewel of Talis safe, Aric looked back at the receding island of Morara. "Thank you, Lysandra," he said. "For everything." She clapped him on the shoulder. "We make a good team, Aric." Now, Let's see what adventures await us next. As the sailboat cut through the waves, Aric felt a renewed sense of purpose. The adventure was only beginning.